Yes, gents, how are you doing? So today's question, how can I stick to my eating on the weekend? Now, first of all, you have to address sort of why sort of do you go off your sort of like eating or your diet on the weekend. You need to sort of stick to what causes you to go off path, okay? Is it because perhaps, again, it's too restrictive, which is like a lot of the time. And like the most popular case is just sort of people restrict a lot in the week, right? Like really diet really hard. They cut out sort of the bad foods, the junk, sort of like your beer, alcohol, like bread, chocolate, crisps, all that sort of stuff, the stuff they enjoy. And then what happens is obviously they rely on willpower, they cut it out, and then by the time the weekend comes, bang, they've binged because the willpower is low, they're vulnerable, they're out around people in that environment, and then bang, it's like sort of they're on it, and they just have a sort of like an uncontrollable binge. So that's like sort of the first thing. You got to understand sort of what causes you to go off track, okay? Or like sort of why do you need to stick to something, okay? Sort of why can't it just be stuck constantly, okay? So yeah, most of the time it's like people sort of go off track because it's too restrictive. Other times it's obviously the environment they're in as well, okay? There are too many distractions going on. So that's something you need to sort of address then, okay? If you were always sort of if you are always going out and you're trying to sort of not drink, then it's hard to sort of like, you put yourself in an environment where you are going to drink, aren't you? You have to sort of perhaps change that environment somehow, remove yourself, okay? Because like I said, if you're trying to sort of have a quiet sort of weekend, different things, and you're always like around people and so it's going to be drinks involved and like you're there, and you try not to drink, then there's only so much willpower you can do, and then like so it's going to be beaten most of the time, okay? So these are things, again, it's your environment, and then sort of the actual week it's going to set you up for the weekend as well, because again, if it's too restrictive, it's going to make you sort of go off track and binge on the weekend. And like I said, and depending on your environment, if that encourages sort of perhaps just eating crap, takeaways, all these different things, the people you're around, and just, I don't know, if there's not much food in the fridge, or again, there's lots of sort of like, it's easy accessible to get to the sort of the food there, whatever, okay? Or like I said, you're surrounded by alcohol, whatever, people around you are drinking, or so people are, like putting yourself in that environment, then it's more likely that's what's causing you to sort of go off track. So these are things you need to address. Because, like I said, how to be sort of stick to diet better, then obviously you need to be more consistent. Being more consistent means more sort of management and like less restriction. So it's like less sort of restrict and binge, and just more sort of consistency, okay? Just more management and flexibility. So then when it comes to the weekend, because you've already had sort of perhaps a beer in a week, a chocolate bar, some sweets, or a pizza in the week, you're not really sort of like the weekend's just another day, okay? You don't really need, oh man, I can't, it's my cheat day, whatever. No, okay, because you've already had it. And then so with like the environment as well, just sort of, okay, perhaps clear stuff out of your fridge, and sort of perhaps move stuff around. Again, like sort of the habit, it becomes harder to do that habit, okay? Little things, so if you change the sort of the layout of your cupboard, whatever, or just you've got to identify what's causing you to go off track, what's causing you not to stick to your diet. Identify first, and you got to plug that hole. But like I said, the biggest one is the restriction. So you just got to understand, just be more consistent in the week, be more sort of, don't be as restrictive, like include the foods and be more flexible, so you can have sort of, like I said, Tuesday night you want to be, just again, it's all about sort of fitting into calories and managing it. And then so Thursday night you have a pizza, whatever. So then when the weekend comes, because you've already had it and you can have it when you want, like it doesn't become this sort of like thing you're craving as much, okay? So then just weekend just becomes just another day. It just becomes more consistent, and that's like the difference, okay? Whereas again, I used to sort of like I'd remove stuff from Monday to Friday, and Saturday I'd be deep in Ben and Jerry's, I'd be deep in some sort of pizza, and then like sort of feel like crap and everything. And I was like, why can't I stick to this? It's because I sort of like I'm making it too hard on the week, and then sort of I'm just binging because I can't sustain that. Okay, so that's how you sort of need to sort of fix. Like you need to work out why you can't stick to it first, and then how to stick to it again. It's all about how you sort of set up your environment, and sort of understand. Yeah, you are going to go off track. You are going to eat more and binge more, perhaps, and just consume more calories. Like if you are going out and just general sort of eating bigger foods, whatever, then yeah, just accept that, and just like sort of perhaps, if you do that on Saturday night and Sundays, like you got to sort of be a little bit more tighter, a bit of discipline, you got to be more active, and just so you can transfer those calories across. Okay, hope it helps us. Hope it just gives you a different perspective, something to think about. Any help you need with that, obviously just drop me a message, drop me a sort of question below, and I'll get back to you.